Unit 2, Presentation Skills, Part 2. Right. During a presentation, you have to introduce yourself. How do you do that? In short, don't be too much into yourself. Don't go into elaborate explanation of yourself. Self introduction, not beyond a couple of sentences here. So during an interview, it's totally different. We go deep into who we are and talk about us, what is our strength and all. But in terms of um, presentation skills, uh, in terms of presentation, we don't have to explain too much about ourselves. Keep it short. Immediately, the first few minutes, we'll have to ensure we connect with the audience. How do you do that? Crack a joke, right? I mean, that has to be related to the atmosphere there. It can't be somewhere from a movie. You can't go to a movie and bring a joke and tell them. It has to be related to the situation, related to the topic. That way you can connect with the audience. But that is not the only way. There are many ways to connect with the audience. Hook the audience. So once you connect with the audience, that is your connectivity with the trainers or the presenters connectivity with the audience. But then the audience must also be hooked with the session, not only with the person, right? So how do we do that? We'll look into it. How to start a topic? There are many ways. So we had couple of points. We saw a couple of points in the previous slide, which we will be dealing with here. Start with a captivating story. It can be a personal story about someone else, right? It could be anything, any story, right? You can talk about somebody from the audience as well. Captivate your listener in the first 1-2 minutes, and that is going to help you throughout the session. Show a gripping photo. See, it's a visual medium. How do you attract the audience? How do you hook the audience? How do you connect with the audience? Show a gripping photo. This is one way, right? Why should you do that? Because visual impact is always for a longer duration, right? If you see something or if you hear something, when you actually compare these two about the same thing, right? The same topic, there is something that you actually see, there's something which you actually listen to, which stands in your mind for a longer period of time. It's always visual. So show a graphic picture which will attract them immediately, hook them immediately. Ask a rhetorical, thought-provoking question. See, thought-provoking question we understand. What is a rhetorical, thought-provoking question? Rhetorical question means you ask a question, not exactly they will be answering or not exactly you expect an answer. The rhetorical question is posed to make them think. So hence, this is one of the tools that we may use or we should use to hook the audience. At the start of the session, if we do this, it's going to help with the audience connecting to yourself and with the topic in hand. State a shocking statistic or a headline or a fact, right? So you start with saying, do you all realize how much this election cost for India? See, that's a question that you ask. Again, when you give the answer to it, right? India spends so much of billions every time there is a election, right? This is a fact that you're giving which hooks the audience. Who audience will go, oh really? Is it true? I'll have to listen to this person then. I'll have to listen what else this person has to offer, right? So we are captivating the audience by giving them a statistic which is shocking and interesting. And use a powerful quote. This also works, right? You talk about Mahatma Gandhi, something from Steve Jobs, somebody, Mark Zuckerberg, anybody for that matter, any leader that we look up to, any achievers that we look up to, any quotes from them. When you do that, people will be interested to know, okay, they have said something, they have achieved also. So that way I'm connecting with the topic, connecting with the presenter. Finally, use a property or creative visual aid. This helps. A property is a magnetic tool that hooks your audience and keeps them watching. Right? You're just not talking. You're showing something. You're using a particular prop here, and the prop attracts the audience's attention. Using a visual aid can also help emphasize your point. Okay. And this slide helps us understand how to answer a question. See, audience will always come up with questions, and not always we have immediate answers for their questions. There'll be instances where the questions are confusing. Questions make us think. The questions where we may not have an answer to. But then, for all of those, how do we go about addressing a particular question? First thing, we need to listen, understand, and then make choices in our mind. Right? Only when you listen and understand a question, we will have various choices to answer. Right? You don't have just one dimension to answer, many dimensions, many choices. Then you pick the correct choice to answer. And how do you answer? Just directly you can answer. You can reflect. Okay, you can share a point and reflect. It's a parallel, right? You can give them an example and reflect upon it. That way you can answer. Deflect, right? When there is a question, you can actually deflect. Deflect in the sense you can actually pose another question, okay, which will actually nullify the question that is being asked. You can do that. Differ, we can say we will deal with it later, right? Differing the question, we'll deal with it later, because we are looking at it in the future. In the same presentation, we are looking at it in the next few minutes. We'll wait for that. So that's differing. And finally, the scope, right? You can also say this question doesn't come under our topic, or it does not involve our topic, so let's deal with it in the another session itself. We'll have another session. We'll utilize that for answering this question. So that way we can make choice in terms of how to answer a particular question. But then when you're actually answering, be concise in the sense crisp and clear, point to the point. All right, check if the person is satisfied and return to the topic in hand, return to agenda. Right. Take a break. See, you at the start of the session, give the audience a clear timeline of the planned presentation. Right. If the presentation goes beyond a particular time point, then you need to help them understand that there is going to be a small break in between. You need to give this information prior so that they will not worry about taking a break in between, because the break is planned in the session and that is going to help them sit through the session. Thank you.